We on?
Okay.
All right, Shalom. We want to give all praise, honor, and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakadash.
Double honors to our apostles and elders at Great Millstone, and honors to all you fellow laborers that are kicking this word in sincerity and in faith. Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakadash, Barakatham, to all of you sincere listeners. All right, so the lesson is about how missiles are coming to America because Trump, he just reneged on the treaty, the agreement that was with Russia. And what is that for? Why did that happen? Because it's a precursor to nuclear war. All right, and nuclear war is not going to be avoided. Okay, America's trying to go into a isolationist policy, a protectionist policy. All right, America didn't destroy it everywhere. Now they want to say, "Oh, we ain't doing that no more. We just tucked off." It's not gonna work like that, man. Because all these other nations, they want their get back, man. They want the big payback, like James Brown had that song, man. The big payback. All these nations want the big payback. All right, and they're gonna accomplish that when these missiles come over here. So you got something, brother?
Yep, Second Ezra, chapter 16. I'm gonna start from the top. It says, "Woe be unto thee, Babylon and Asia. Woe be unto thee, Egypt and Syria. Gird up yourselves with clothes of sack and hair."
Right, we're just talking about America. Woe be unto America. All right, because America is known as Babylon, Egypt. When you read Revelation, the 11th chapter, it tells you that this place is spiritually Sodom and Egypt. Okay, so woe unto this place. Go ahead.
Bewail your children, and be sorry, for your destruction is at hand.
Beautiful. Yeah, for your destruction is at hand, and we see it. But we saw some Edomites just bugging out, man, just doing kick flips and breakdancing, on all types of drugs, man. Okay, the so-called white woman out there just being nasty. Okay, Esau displaying his racism.
Right.
Well, why? Because we're at the end of this place, man. All right, so everything is being exposed before it's ultimately destroyed. All right, go ahead, bro.
Yeah, verse 3 says, "A sword is sent upon you, and who may turn it back?
Yeah, that sword is talking about the nuclear missile. Go ahead.
A fire is sent among you, and who may quench it?"
There you go, and that's how you know it's not talking about just a sword. Somebody just threw a sword randomly. Nah, that sword is talking about the nuclear missiles, because it tells you in Isaiah the 34th chapter, the Spirit had to come out a few times today, that the Lord's sword is going to be bathed in heaven, and then it's going to come down upon where? Idumea, okay, which is Edom, which is talking about America, because this is really Esau's stronghold. This is Esau's strong city, like it says in the book of Psalms, the 60th chapter. Go ahead.
"Plagues are sent unto you."
Yeah, plagues, which you read Zechariah the 14th chapter, it describes the nuclear destruction as a plague. And this shall be the plague by which the Most High shall smite those who have fought against Jerusalem. And it describes what? Their flesh shall consume while they stand upon their feet. Which that's why brothers always go into the dream with Sarah Connor in Terminator 2. That's the only example of that happening, and that came by way of what? Nuclear missiles, nuclear destruction. Go ahead.
"Plagues are sent unto you, and what is he that may drive them away?"
Yeah, that's right, man. Nobody's going to drive it away. Okay, nuclear missiles are coming to America. Missile defenses are going to work. That's pertaining to Joel, the 2nd chapter. Hey, because you can have all the missile defense in the world. Guess what, man? A chariot can come by and just shut that down.
Precept real quick.
Yep, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, this is Joel 20
Yep.
and 24. He shall flee from the iron weapon, and the bow of steel shall strike him through.
Yeah, that's right. Talking about those missiles, man. The bow is steel. Go ahead.
It is drawn and cometh out of the body.
Right, talking about the silos. They're cometh out of the body. Go ahead.
Yea, the glittering sword cometh out of his gall.
Yeah, so what is that talking about, man? Because people say, well, no, it's not talking about missiles. Well, you break it down. What is that talking about? What's the glittering sword? When have you ever seen a glittering sword? I've never seen a glittering sword. I don't watch all types of medieval movies. You know, looked up ancient artifacts.
Right.
I've never seen a glittering sword. But I see a missile. Guess what? Does it not glitter?
Right.
Yep.
The lights reflect off of it in the sky.
And the fire coming out of it, glittering. You know.
Glitter.
Yeah, who's pulling swords out their body?
Right, because if you look at a video of like Esau shooting missiles or missiles out in the Middle East, they shoot a lot at night, and it actually looks like it's glittering, lighting it up, everything.
Hey, like the Shock and Awe campaign.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
they're shooting the missiles, just flashes.
Flashing lights.
God.
Yep. Go ahead.
It says, "It is drawn and cometh out of the body, yea, the glittering sword cometh out of his gall. Terror terrors are upon him.
Yeah.
All darkness shall be hid in secret, and in secret places. A fire not blown shall consume him.
Yeah, a fire not blown. Because what do? You light something and you blow on it, and that keeps it going. That keeps the amber burning. You don't need to do that with the missiles, man. All right, the fire is gonna really explode when it hits, man. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, because when they first created the atomic bomb, they had a theory behind it before they tested it that they thought it'd be a never-ending nuclear reaction. Because like with a nuclear reaction is like this atom explodes and then this atom explodes and it keeps exploding. So they thought like once you set it off, it's gonna destroy the universe.
Yeah,
you know.
nuclear fusion.
Yeah, they thought it'd just keep reaction would keep on continuing because everything's made of the same matter. You know. But they didn't understand the Most High controls that, man. The Most High put the bounds of how far destruction can go, you know?
Yeah, because this ain't even like a regular bomb. Because remember, the old bombs, you'd have to do what? You'd have to light it. Right? You have to light it, then you wait a little bit, and then boom, they will explode. You know? Like those old cartoons, they'll have
TNT.
that. Yeah, TNT and all that stuff.
Which you would need oxygen for it.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
Right? That fire blown, but this is it's a nuclear reaction, meaning it's a chemical reaction. There's no oxygen required.
Yep.
Okay?
It's beyond chemical. It's a molecular reaction, man.
It's high level.
All right, it's going to the molecules, to the protons, the neutrons, and the what's the other one? Protons,
Electrons.
neutrons, and electrons. And then the electrons are the energy that make the fusion, and the proton, the neutrons, they react, and it's just an explosion, man. And that's that fire.
Yeah, they call it nuclear fusion, and then there's nuclear fission. And basically they just react, they just hit off each other at a high level and they explode. You know what I mean? Where it says all darkness shall be hid in secret places, a fire not blown shall consume him, it shall go ill with him that is left in his tabernacle.
That's right, man. Yeah, because if you survive this, what does that mean for you? That means that you're going right into slavery. All right? Got something, Elder?
Khan, this is Jeremiah 51:1. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushai, behold, I will rise up against Babylon and against them that dwell in the midst of them that rise up against me, a destroying wind.
We're just talking about what? Nuclear wind. Okay, that's what the Lord is going to do, man. All right, because these missiles going to hit, and then a lot of people, they're going to die from that nuclear winter. All right, because it's going to block out the moon, the sun, which the scriptures talk about that, man. What can do that? Nuclear missiles.
Fallout.
Yeah, the nuclear fallout. They call it nuclear fallout, nuclear winter. Yeah, because then it causes the temperature to drop. Yeah, that's cold, man.
Yeah.
That's cold. Yeah, it could say you somehow are ducked off, you don't get hit by the missile. You're gonna die from the aftermath, just like a lot of those people in Hiroshima and Nagasaki.
Because here it is, the hottest of all heats just evaporated everything, and then it gets cold. The Most High, man, he's crazy. It's wild. The creation that he created, you know.
Yeah. Go ahead, brother.
And I will send unto Babylon fanners that shall fan her, and shall empty her land, for in the day of trouble they shall be against her round about.
Right. This is talking about what? Babylon. That's what's coming to America. Nothing but nuclear destruction. And then you got fanners. You have certain events that are taking place leading up to it. Okay, and then you're gonna have the nuclear wind. So you're not gonna be able to escape. Go ahead. The only ones who are gonna be able to escape are the elect. All right, who are covered by the blood of the Lamb. Go ahead, brother.
It says, against him that bendeth, let the archer bend his bow. And against him that lifteth up himself in his burgadine, and spare ye not her young men.
That's right, man. Hey, it tell you that in Isaiah the 13th chapter. All right, that the Russians, which they're known in the scriptures as the Medes, are not going to have pity upon the fruit of the children. All right, they're not going to care about the young men, young women. Oh, look at Generation Z. You know, we gotta spare them so they can rebuild it. Nah, man.
Yep.
All right, they're set on all-out war, and you can see how it's manifesting because of what Trump just did earlier. You know, as well. You know, bring out the article. You gonna say something?
Yeah, I was gonna say Putin's last statement said that that pretty much we're gonna be martyrs and all you guys are gonna go to hell. You're not gonna have time to repent. So what is that saying? I mean, he's not gonna have pity on you Americans. And he was alluding to destroying America. No other country's coming against Russia.
Right.
You know, so that's the mind frame of them people. They're like, hey, we'll destroy you.
Yeah, because
I'm slacking.
now you got it, brother.
Well, he actually made that statement. You know, this brother uploaded a video of him basically saying that he's talking to the housewives of America. He's like, look, like you don't know what's going on. Your missile shields ain't gonna stop the shit we gonna send on you. All right. He's telling whoever was interviewing, I forget who it was, but he was like, look, I want you to tell the housewives that watch your show.
Yeah.
Tell them that this missile defense shield that the United States is working on, it ain't gonna work. Okay, because the missiles that we threw out the idea of making a fucking missile shield. That we know that ain't gonna work. So what we focused on is making missiles that's gonna penetrate that, and we gonna destroy you.
You know, got one missile called Satan. Yeah,
SS Satan.
yeah. So they're ready, man.
Yeah.
He's like, make a missile shield. We're gonna create a missile that can defeat that.
Yeah, they got supersonic missiles. You know,
And that's why Trump wants to pull out of the treaty.
Right, right. Because Trump wants to go on more with the arms race because he sees that Russia's so-called technology is greater.
He's trying to make America great again.
Okay.
Trying to
quick
make America
precept.
great. Yep.
yeah, and this is after though the United States reneged on the START treaty.
That Star Trek that's going back some years. That was what 6 years ago.
Yep.
That was about 2012.
They reneged on it. Well, they started doing some. They started. They wasn't upholding it, so Putin just backed out of it. This was during the Obama administration.
Right.
Yeah, I'll go straight to the point. Yeah. This is Joel 2:7. They shall run like mighty men. They shall climb the wall like men of war.
Yeah, that's right. And it's talking about these missiles. All right, because when you read previously, it's talking about horsemen, which that links up with the book of Revelation, the 9th chapter.
Okay.
All right, because you have certain people that say, "Oh, this is talking about the Chinese." No, this is talking about the missiles. It likens them to mighty men, to horsemen. It's what the world calls a simile. Okay,
Right.
but it's really speaking about what the missiles.
Okay.
It's gonna climb the wall. Yeah, the defense. All right, because that's what a wall's for the defense against you being invaded. That's why you build walls. All right, like we got the so-called Great Wall of China. What was that? What was that to do? To guard against invasions, foreign invasions. But you know what? These missiles, man, they're gonna penetrate America. They're gonna penetrate America. Go ahead.
Yeah, and I can just say
That's
this: the missiles are actually the army of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. That's his
Right.
armies. That's why he's likening it to horsemen.
Right.
You know, foot soldiers and whatnot. Those that's the actual army. That's his camp, man.
What's his armory? Is his armory?
Weapons of his indignation.
The weapons of his indignation. Matter of fact.
Yeah, when you read Isaiah the 13th chapter, you read. I'm not sure if it's further up, but it actually says that that's his camp.
Right, yeah.
That's his army. He created it.
Well,
You know.
we'll just get it real quick. I can get it real quick.
Well, if you could get the one in Joel.
Joel?
Yeah, I believe it's probably let me see.
Let me get something real quick.
Go on.
Isaiah 54:16. Behold, I have created the smith that
Yep.
bloweth the coals in the fire, and that bringeth forth an instrument for his work.
Yep.
And I have created the waster to destroy.
Yeah, and that's those missiles belong to Yahweh Shem Yahushai. The Most High made you damn devils create his army for him, man. And Esau, he be bugging out when the chariots come over them silos. Okay, because Esau actually believes in his mind that he owns the missiles. Well, I came up with this. The Most High had you make them for himself, man.
Yeah. Well, what does Esau say? He got alien technology, right? Which it is. The word alien just means foreign.
Right.
So the Most High, he worked on the scientist's mind to give him this knowledge. Like, now you're going to create this missile for me.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Jeremiah 50:25. The Lord Yahweh hath opened his armory and hath brought forth the weapons of his indignation. For this is the work of the Lord Yahweh, the power of hosts in the land of the Chaldeans.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, America. We're the land of Chaldeans is America. Those are Yahweh's weapons.
Yep.
And what is he doing? He's arming all the other nations with those same technology.
It's all part of the Lord's arms, his armory. The arms race is because the Heavenly Father wants it.
Yeah.
He wants these other nations to build in part more of his armory. Why? To destroy this place.
Yeah.
I got a quick precept after y'all.
If you read Joel 2:11.
Okay, yeah, nah, I was reading that.
Okay.
It's gonna go down.
Okay.
I'm gonna just continue on that.
He had a quick
Real
precept.
quick. Isaiah 9:5.
That's the spirit.
For every battle of the warrior is with confused noise, your garments rolled in blood.
Which that's talking about the ancient warfare. You always had swords, spears, horses. Okay, and even modern day battles, you got the tanks, the guns going off, people screaming from getting shot.
You're throwing grenades,
Yep.
trenches.
Right.
World War One, World War Two. But this shall be with burning and fuel of fire.
Yeah, but this shall be with burning and fuel of fire. And the only way you can do that is with those nuclear weapons, man.
Yep.
Okay, so that's what it's talking about. That World War III is going to be fought with nuclear weapons. And even Putin said that, man. Okay, and that damn devil Einstein, he said that too. He said he doesn't know how World War IV is going to be fought.
Right.
Well, he doesn't know how World War III is going to be fought, Salat, but World War IV is going to be fought with sticks and stones.
Yep.
Because the last war, okay, which is going to be World War III, is going to be fought with nuclear missiles. Man, Putin, he said that.
In other
Look,
words,
this
the end
gonna-
of humanity, they think it is.
Yep. This is going to escalate quickly, and he said that multiple times, man. This war is going to escalate quickly to a nuclear war, man. They ain't trying to have no long, drawn out
They're not going back
war
and
for
forth.
years.
Not
Yep,
going
yep.
back and forth.
That's
That's
the
going back
spirit.
and forth. That's the spirit that's out
That's
here.
the spirit, man.
I'm not. Look, I ain't going in back and forth with you. I'm just gonna hit the button.
Yep.
Why should you go back and forth? America just wants one thing, man. It wants your soul. Can I read this article? If it goes more
If he can finish this up real quick.
real quick.
Yep, this is Joel. I'll start back at 2:07. They shall run like mighty men. They shall climb the wall like men of war, and they shall march every one on his ways,
Yep.
and they shall not break their ranks.
Yeah, they're not going to hit each other. They're not going to break and foul. Okay, keep going.
Neither shall one thrust another. They shall
Right
walk.
there.
They shall walk every one in his path, and when they shall fall upon the sword, they shall not be wounded.
Which that's talking about your missile defense shield,
Right.
which ain't going to work, which is inadequate, by the way, and it's not going to work.
It's a hoax, man.
Okay?
It's added. Yeah,
There is no shield.
Yeah.
It's not. Yes, there is no shield. And if there is one, it's not gonna work. Okay, it's broken. The Israel, right? The land of the
Iron
state of
Dome.
Israel. Yeah, they have a thing called the Iron
Oh,
Dome.
that's
That
spirit.
shit ain't going to work.
Well, they call this place a land of unwalled villages. So what does that mean? There is no missile defense system.
Yep.
Everybody can just come over here. And if there was, it says that they shall climb the wall like mighty men. So they're gonna come over.
And they already said there's a bunch of Russian submarines in the Pacific ready to shoot nuclear submarines. So they could just roll up and just shoot missiles and destroy this place.
Yep. It says, they shall run to and fro through the city. They shall run upon the wall. They shall climb up upon the houses. They shall enter in at the windows like a thief. The earth shall quake before them. The heavens shall tremble. The sun and the moon shall be dark. And
That's talking about after the nuclear missile goes off. All right? Everything's going to shake. Those missiles are going to cause a global earthquake, man. Which a consequence of those earthquakes, you're going to have volcanoes going off. You're going to have tsunamis. So the Most High, he going to do major damage to the whole earth, man. Okay? We focus on the missiles a lot, but there's going to be subsequent disasters that's going to happen as a result of the missiles going off, man.
Yep.
Tsunamis, volcanoes, more earthquakes, aftershocks, And these waves, man, they're gonna be high and terrible. All right. The world is gonna know the severe wrath of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, man.
Yahweh Shai gonna return with fire as well.
Come.
I got a quick precept. This is Isaiah 24. It says in 19, the earth is utterly broken down. The earth is clean dissolved. The earth is moved exceedingly.
Yep.
The earth shall reel to and fro like a drunkard,
Yep.
and shall be removed like a cottage. And the transgressions, therefore, shall be heavy upon it, and it shall fall and not rise again. And it shall come to pass in that day that the Lord shall punish the host of the high ones that are on high. And
Which
the
that's talking about you elites. All right. The Most High gonna destroy you. Gonna jack you up, man. Okay, keep going.
It says, and the kings of the earth upon the earth.
Yep. All you kings are gonna be destroyed. Well, the Most High is gathering the nations right now into the Middle East, so he can pour his wrath out upon you.
Right.
Keep going.
That was it on that. I'll go back to
Jump
Joel. Yep. The verse 10 again. The earth shall quake before them. The heavens shall tremble. The sun and the moon shall be dark, and the stars shall withdraw the shining.
Yep, the
And-
nuclear winter that's going to happen. That's another thing. So you're going to have earthquakes, okay? You're going to have a massive global earthquake. You're going to have aftershocks. You got tsunamis, volcanoes gonna be going off, and then you're gonna have that nuclear winter, man. Okay? A lot of people gonna drop dead. A lot of people, man. Some people gonna get swept up by the tsunamis. Okay? Keep going.
I got something real quick.
Come.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 11, verse. I'll start at 12. And they heard a great voice from heaven saying unto them, come up hither.
Mm-hmm.
And they ascended up to heaven in a cloud, and their enemies beheld them.
Yeah, so these people gonna see the elect get beamed up in those chariots, man. Okay, keep going. Or in that chariot.
Right.
Keep going.
And the same hour was there a great earthquake.
Yeah, it's at the same time, simultaneously, when the elect is getting beamed up, the missiles are gonna be exploding, man. Okay, you people, you gonna see the elect getting beamed up, and then you're gonna see that missile explosion coming, man. All right, and the whole earth is gonna quake. Okay, it's gonna be a global earthquake, man.
Yeah, it's spirit.
All right, the whole earth is gonna feel it, man. Wherever you at on the earth, you're gonna feel the earthquake, man. Okay, so if the missiles didn't get detonated where you are, you're gonna feel the results of it, man.
Right.
Okay, keep going.
And the 10th part of the city fell, and in the earthquake were slain of men 7,000.
Mm-hmm. What's the 10th part of the city he's talking about? Babylon, and 7,000 just represents a complete number. So everybody that's on the soils of America, if you're not part of the elect, you're gonna die, man.
That's right.
You're gonna get burned up. Okay. Keep going.
And in the earthquake were slain of men 7,000, and the remnant were affrighted and gave glory to the power of heaven.
That's right. And Yahweh Shem Shai willing we part of that number. We're gonna praise Yahweh Shem Shai in those chariots, man. You're gonna be trembling and you're gonna be praising the Heavenly Father. All right. That's it on that?
God.
Okay, come. You got something?
Yeah. Second Ezra 16 and 12, it says, the earth quaketh, and the foundations thereof.
Yep.
The sea.
Read it again.
Yep. The earth quaketh, and the foundations thereof.
Yeah, the earth quaketh and the foundation thereof, man. So this earthquake is gonna be deep. All right.
Yeah, 'cause the Most High, not only the missiles are gonna be hitting, but the Most High is actually gonna be moving the tectonic plates.
Just like he did in the first death.
Yeah, the foundations, meaning the tectonic plates, are actually gonna be colliding, and volcanoes are gonna be erupting.
Yep.
So the whole Earth is gonna be rising up.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the Lord, He's going to use that destruction also to build. So
Yep.
the whole earth is going to be changed.
It's not gonna look the
It's
same.
not going to look the same.
Yeah, it
It's
has to
different
be
lands.
cleansed. It's
Yeah.
gonna cleanse itself, man. It's gonna
You know.
it's gonna get rid of the Edomite impurities.
It's
That's
going
destroyed.
to enlarge itself.
Yeah, look, all the Earth is gonna be contaminated, man. With it's already contaminated by the so-called white man and his chemicals and everything else, his pollution. So when the tectonic plates, man, and the magma and the missiles, it's gonna cleanse it, man.
Yeah.
It's a cleansing agent.
Yeah, it says, the earth quaketh, and the foundations thereof.
Mm-hmm.
The sea ariseth up with waves from the deep.
Yep. Let's just talk about those tsunamis, man. Okay, which those earthquakes are gonna cause those tsunamis. You know, like the brother was going into those tectonic plates moving. That's gonna cause tsunamis too, man. Okay, the whole earth is gonna change. It's not gonna look the same after this destruction. Just like after the first death happened, the flood, the makeup of the earth changed, man.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and that was a heavy destruction. All right.
And the so-called white man understands that. All the waters were so powerful that it separated the lands.
Mm-hmm.
And you can see they can piece it together. You can
Yep.
piece South America and Africa together.
Pangea.
Yep.
What the white man calls Pangea.
Right, so-called.
Mm-hmm.
It says, and the ways of it are troubled.
Yeah, meaning what? Those they ain't talking about no 11-foot tsunami, man.
Or
Okay.
storm surge.
Yep. This tsunami is gonna be high, man. All right. Probably comparable to some of the tsunamis that happened during the flood. You know, those waves were high, man. Okay. Keep going.
And the fishes thereof also before the Lord.
Yep, because they gonna get washed up on the shore, man. All right. You might have some, other sea creatures get washed up, some sharks or something. Keep going. That's how high the waves are gonna be, man. Okay. Keep going.
That's why Habakkuk the 3rd chapter Acts was the Lord angry with the seas in the water.
Yep.
It says, and before the glory of his power, for strong is his right hand that bendeth the bow. His arrows that he shooteth are sharp, and
Yep.
shall not miss when they begin to be shot into the ends of the world.
Yeah, which that proves that's not talking about arrow, man. Not a conventional arrow. It's talking about the missiles. There's no way in hell that somebody can shoot a missile from one end of the world to the other end of the world, man. It's
Arrow.
impossible. All right.
real quick.
Okay.
Isaiah 13:5. They come from a far country, from the end of heaven. Even the Lord and the weapons of his
Can you start up a
indignation.
little bit?
Verse 4, 3. I have commanded my sanctified ones. I have also called my mighty ones from my anger, even them that rejoice in my highness.
Yep.
The noise of a multitude in the mountains, like as of a great people.
Okay. So it's comparing the missiles again to an army. All right. Keep going.
Yeah, and the precept, it takes you to Joel.
Yep.
Second chapter.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
As a great people, a tumultuous noise of the kingdoms of nations gathered together, the Lord Yahweh, the power of hosts, mustereth the hosts of the battle.
Yeah, because the Heavenly Father is in control of this host, man. We're just talking about those missiles. Okay. Keep going.
They come from a far country,
Yep.
from the end of heaven.
Mm-hmm.
Even the Lord Yahweh and the weapons of his indignation to destroy the whole land.
That's right. Destroy the whole land of America. All right. Mainly. And Israel's going to be wiped off the face of the earth, too.
Right.
And you fucking Moabites, man. The Most High, he going to get you, too. And you damn Ammonites, man. Okay? The Most High going to destroy you, too. All right? Different parts of Europe going to get hit. Russia's going to get hit. Okay? It's just that America and Israel is going to be completely wiped off the face of the earth, man. But you damn Moabites, you Ammonites, the Most High going to get you, too, man. Okay? Does it on that?
Yeah, that was it, brother.
Okay, come back to Joel.
Alright. This is Joel 2,
Bring the article up.
Yeah.
2 and 10. It says, the earth shall quake before them, the heavens shall tremble, the sun and the moon shall be dark, and the stars shall withdraw their shining,
Keep going.
and the Lord shall utter his voice before his army.
Yeah, the Lord shall utter his voice before his army. Those missiles, man.
That's why he's controlling them.
Yep.
He
That's
gave-
why they, it's
yep.
like you.
No, it's like you.
Now, I was just gonna say that's why when they hit those, when the missile defense shield, when they hit it, ain't nothing gonna happen to them, man.
Right.
The Most High is gonna put the spirit on the missiles, just like
Yeah,
He puts the
yeah.
spirit on His army, which is the Israel. When we went out to battle, the Most High put the spirit on us, man. You nations couldn't touch us when we was in battle, jacking you up. You trying to swing at it, Jacob, move out the way and slice you up. Same thing the Heavenly Father's gonna do with those missiles, man. He's gonna basically make them impenetrable, man,
Right.
so He can complete His work. All right.
Yep. For his camp is very great,
Mm-hmm.
for he is strong that executeth his word.
Yep.
For the day of the Lord is great and very terrible, and who can abide it?
Yep. Yeah, the only way you're going to get out of this is if Yahweh Shem outside dealing with you, man. Okay, if you get that pardon. Otherwise, you're going to be missile food, man. Okay? That's pretty much it on that, yeah. Yeah. You want to bring the article out?
I was bringing it out real quick.
Okay.
This is from USA Today 3 hours ago. It says Trump says U.S. will pull out of nuke treaty with Russia that limited number of missiles. So what does that mean? He's
Yeah,
going to
yeah,
produce more missiles.
Yep.
Which in the treaty, basically, you can only have a certain amount of nuclear missiles, and you have the nuclear, I forget the exact group they kept tabs on all the nations. Okay, how many nuclear missiles you have? I forget the acronym that they have.
Like
Oh,
NAE or something.
NA,
Starts with A.
yeah, something like that.
They-
The
Atomic-
non-proliferation
The
agreement?
atomic, something like that. You know,
So-
they're
yeah,
the,
It's a
they're the
certain
watchdog.
organization. They
Yeah.
sent them to Iran.
Right,
I forget the name of
They're
them.
a nuclear
Yeah,
watchdog.
Watchdog. Yep.
Yeah.
Look it up.
Yeah,
So this limited amount of missiles that a nation can have, and they kept track, so to speak, of how many missiles the whole world has, and they say, okay, between Russia, United States, China, these are how many nuclear missiles that are out in the world.
And that's how much they let you know,
That's
man.
exactly what I'm saying.
They got all kinds of missiles. It says they got 100 million. All right. President Donald Trump said Saturday he would pull out of the Cold War era treaty with Russia that limited the number of missiles in each country. Trump said Moscow had violated the Intermediate Range Nuclear Forces Treaty, and he would halt the agreement.
This nigga done broke all kinds of treaties. They broke the START treaty that they had with Russia.
We're going to terminate the agreement and we're going to pull out, Trump said, leaving a rally in Nevada Saturday afternoon. He said the United States would pull out and then we are going to develop the weapons. And
Damn.
unless Russia and China agree to a new deal.
That's gonna
Yeah.
start. I mean, that's gonna start a nuclear arms race.
Yep.
It's already on.
Right.
What's the deal is, look, y'all destroy y'all
Right.
nukes. We'll keep ours,
Mhm.
but y'all can't make nukes.
Right.
Them nations ain't going for that, man.
He said the U.S. would pull out, quote, and then we are going to develop the weapons, end quote, unless Russia and China agree to a new deal, though China isn't currently a party of the agreement.
Yeah, you just adding people to the agreement, man. Look, China, you got to get on board with this. It's a treaty between Russia and the United States. Now this nigga saying, look, I ain't gonna be on board unless China get involved with it too.
Tag him in.
That's the devil, man.
And this nigga be freestyling, though, because, like, he don't know what he's talking about. But he knows what he's doing.
Well, he just doing what the least telling him to
Yep.
do, you know?
He says, Russia has violated the agreement. They have been violating it for many years, the president said. And we're not going to let them violate a nuclear agreement and go out and do weapons, and we're not allowed to. Trump made the revelation as his national security advisor, John Bolton, was headed to Russia, Azerbaijan, Armenia, and Georgia. His first stop is scheduled in Moscow, where he'll meet with blah, blah, blah. The Intermediate Nuclear Forces Treaty was one of those agreements and is set to expire in the next 2 years. The 1987 pact helps protect the security of the U.S. and its allies in Europe and the Far East. It prohibits
You
the
read that again?
1987 pact helps protect the security of the United States and its allies in Europe.
And its allies in Europe. So with this nigga doing away with that treaty, he's putting the EU at risk, man. Which somebody get Revelation 17 chapter.
Yep, he's losing his allies. And the Far East.
Yep.
The Chinese.
Yep.
Yeah, which
Or
is
the
why.
Japanese. Was that he's allied with Japan. And Japan, it's no coincidence that all these things are happening, man. Japan, they want to set their own army up.
Right.
They want to be able to use force in international disputes, man. And now this nigga's reneging on the treaty. Okay, he's doing away with the treaty that he had with Russia. And then he's saying China got to get on board with it.
Yep.
Or I ain't dealing with nobody. So that's gonna put Japan at risk and the EU at risk, man.
That's why I got an EU army.
Yep. You bring that up, Kushan?
Revelation 17 and 16. And the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore.
And you can see why they gonna hate this damn whore, man. Okay, he's putting them at risk. Here it is. You supposed to be they allies. You making moves selfishly, man. Okay, you putting America first. You supposed to be a team, though, man. See, he's renegade, a rogue state, man. And everybody see what's going on. All these nations, they paying attention to what's going on over here, man. This nigga's the problem. He's gonna cause the whole world to be destroyed. So we gotta take this nigga out, man. If America didn't exist, this wouldn't be happening.
Exactly.
You know, you wouldn't have no nuclear arms race. Okay, you wouldn't have the threat of nuclear war. Okay, keep going.
It says, and the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore, and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire.
Yep, and you can see why, man. Okay, because the United States is putting the EU at risk by reneging out of this treaty, man. And the United States doesn't share a land border with Russia, so the first place that's gonna get hit is the EU, them European countries, man, because they share a land border with Russia. It's easier for Russia to get to Europe and destroy them, man. Okay, if they want to come over here, they got to deploy submarines, the Air Force. You know, Europe's gonna get hit first. All right, it's the reason why Europe is pivoting towards Russia and Iran, okay, China, you know.
The Russia could just go and invade that motherfucker.
Yep.
They could just go and get the tanks and take over. Should I keep reading on this?
Khan, if I could just bring this up. The name of that organization is the IAEA, International Atomic Energy Agency. They're the one that oversees, you know, the nuclear missiles and stuff.
I'm just gonna read a little bit and then we'll be done.
Okay.
It says, it prohibits the U.S. and Russia from possessing, producing, or test flying a ground-launched cruise missile with a range of 300 to 3,400 miles. It also covers all land-based missiles, including those carrying nuclear warheads. The INF treaty likely has entered its final days. That's unfortunate, said Stephen Pfeiffer.
It's unfortunate, you know. We don't care about how many people get killed. It's unfortunate, whatever happens, you know, after the treaty's over.
Whatever happens, happens.
Yep. Pfeiffer, writing about the news in a piece for the Brookings Institution, said Trump's decision means the U.S. would be blamed for pulling out of an agreement that aimed to make the world a safer place.
Yep. So the United States, with Trump doing this move, he's just furthering the sentiment that's out there in the world already that America's a rogue state, man.
And the instigator.
Yep. America. Well, who said that? Evo Morales.
Yeah.
He made that statement. He said America is a threat to world peace, man.
And it is.
And
It's
with
always
this,
been.
with this, you can see that that's true. Okay.
The landmark treaty signed by Ronald Reagan helped lead to the destruction of thousands of missiles and simmered tensions during the Cold War. But for years, the U.S. has accused Russia of violating it and rapidly expanding and advancing its weapons stockpile. Meanwhile, Trump says the U.S. is constrained because of the agreement, preventing the nation from catching up.
Which they ain't gonna catch up. First of all, this place don't got no money to build nuclear weapons, man.
The Defense
This place
Department.
is through.
Everybody want oil. Who can build them?
Yeah.
The Defense Department in February described some of Russia's advancement in a report, which also called for the U.S. to develop 2 new additional nuclear weapons to keep other world powers, including China, at bay.
Yeah, what China got to do with it? This is a treaty between Russia and the United States.
Because they're
This nigga
preparing for
pulling-
World War III.
God. I'm just saying from a geopolitical
Right.
standpoint, you know?
But why is China such a factor? Because China's going to shoot missiles on this place,
Okay.
and they're creating missiles.
Yep.
Case in point, all these nations are building missiles while America is constrained.
Yep.
But Trump, he wants to make America great again, so that means he wants to make missiles.
That was it?
Yep, and it's all for the Lord's armory, right? The Lord wants more missiles, so the Lord's gonna put the spirit on Esau, the devil here in America, to make more missiles and to use them very soon. Okay, not just to be chilling in a stockpile, right? They want to use them.
Well, we know the exact number of missiles.
Okay.
200 million.
Spirit.
It's a spirit.
Yep.
Wait,
Revelation.
Elder, you got something?
Cut.
That's not-
Yeah, and off on
All right, cut. This is Jeremiah 51:11. Make bright the arrows, gather the shields. The Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushai hath raised up the spirit of the kings of the Medes, for his device is against Babylon to destroy it, because it is the vengeance of the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushai, the vengeance of his temple.
Yeah, the Medes talking about who? The Russians. You read that one more time?
Jeremiah 51:11. Make bright the arrows,
Right, the arrows is talking about what? The missiles. Go ahead.
gather the shields.
Wait, make bright. The glittering sword. Go ahead.
Gather the shields. The Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushai hath raised up the spirit of the kings of the Medes, for his device is against Babylon to destroy it.
Well, going back to the name of the title, America's going to be destroyed by nuclear missiles.
Yeah.
Nuclear missiles are coming here. Why? Because the Heavenly Father has determined judgment upon this place. And the way that he wants to judge this place is by the nuclear missiles. Go ahead.
It says, for his device is against Babylon to destroy it, because it is the vengeance of the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushai, the vengeance of his temple.
Yeah, this is for what's been done to us. All right, we're the temple of the Most High. Okay, it said that in well, we read it earlier. Well, this is for the vengeance for Zion, something to that effect. I forget exactly how it goes, but the Spirit had it come out earlier at camp. Go ahead.
Verse 12, set up the standard upon the walls of Babylon, make the watch strong, set up the watchmen, prepare the ambushes. For the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushai hath both devised and done that which he spake against the inhabitants of Babylon.
Which is destroying it by way of nuclear missiles. Go ahead.
It
Yeah,
says,
it's an ambush, man, because it's going to be an all-out ambush on America.
well, he doesn't even know what's going on. You know, Trump, he's saying these things. You know, we gonna get this. We want to renegotiate the treaty, but he doesn't know that these nations are plotting on destroying him, man. All these things that come out when these nations say what they say, they not taking into account like these nations are serious, man. Okay, when China's making statements about the United States is the only one going and messing up the sovereignty of other nations, they're not taking that into account.
Yep. Okay,
Because of that pride, they're like, oh well, look, we're gonna keep doing it. Who's gonna stop us, man? You can't stop us. Okay.
Yeah. Scriptures say that that Esau, concerning the enemies, he puffeth at them.
Mm-hmm.
You know, which means he doesn't take them seriously and kind of scoffs at them.
Yep.
Which that's how you know. That's how you know it's talking about this devil, man.
Yep.
Quick precept.
Yeah.
This is Obadiah verse 7. All the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border.
Yep.
The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee
Yep.
and prevailed against thee.
Yeah, and one of your main allies is the EU. They're gonna turn against you. They plotting against you right now, man. Okay, but you think
China.
it's still cool? Yeah, China, Japan. Okay, they plotting against you, man. All right.
They that eat thy bread have laid a wound under thee.
Mhm.
There is no understanding in him.
Yeah, he has no understanding. This nigga don't know what the hell's going on, man. He actually believes his rulership is gonna continue to go on. He don't believe that he's gonna be destroyed. Okay. Is it on that?
Yeah, I read this last verse right here. It says, shall I not in that day, said the Lord, even destroy the wise men out of Edom,
Uh-huh.
and understanding out of the mount of Esau? They're all, Esau doesn't have any understanding of the matter.
God.
Because all his wise men, the Most High is destroying their counsel,
Yep.
you know? So they don't even know this is going to come. It's going to come suddenly. Damn, how did it come? How did it happen? You know? Yeah, that was it, man.
You got a precept?
Mm-mm.
Okay, God. It says, prepare the ambushes for the Lord Yahweh Shem Shai have both devised and done that which he spake against the inhabitants of Babylon. O thou that dwellest upon many waters, abundant in treasures.
What's that talking about? What should come into your mind? Was written in the book of Revelation,
Yep.
17th and 18th chapter. And the waters and the sitting upon many waters symbolizes what? Many nations, peoples, tongues. Okay, which is just obviously talking about America because America controls the whole earth. Go ahead.
It says, O thou that dwellest upon many waters, abundant in
We
treasures.
was going into that earlier. All right, all the opulence and wealth that's here in America, the GDP being the best for what? For years, what? 50 years now. 50, 60 years.
And America also, you know, is surrounded by water.
Uh-huh.
It has the so-called Great Lakes, the Mississippi, all this water. And not only that, it's actually going to be West Texas, right? The fracking and all that. It's actually going to be the main producer of natural gas soon. Okay? And then Trump wants to drill more. He's going to take more, he wants to lift all these environmental protection acts, protecting drilling off the coast of California, protecting, stealing more minerals from federal lands that are protected. National parks, he's trying to shrink them. Why? Because it's a land, it has everything here. Keep going.
It says, O thou that dwellest upon many waters, abundant in treasures.
Abundant the treasures is the mineral, the mineral resources. Keep going.
Thine end is come, and the measure
It's over.
Yep.
It's over. Okay, for America.
It's over.
It's over.
Abundant in treasures, thine end is come, and the measure of thy covetousness. The Lord, Yahweh Shem Shai of hosts, has sworn by himself. Okay, meaning what? This is guaranteed to happen, man. There's nothing you can do to stop it. Okay? That's how bad the Most High wants to destroy this place, man. He swore by himself that he was going to do it. I mean, this is guaranteed, man. Because the Most High, he doesn't die. Okay? He ain't going to give up the spirit and disappear all of a sudden. The Most High always is existing, man. So your destruction is guaranteed. Okay?
Yeah.
The Lord Yahweh Shem Shai of hosts hath sworn by himself. Okay? And then the legend says it's by his soul. Okay? Saying, surely I will fill thee with men as with caterpillars, and they shall lift up a shout against thee. He hath made the earth by his power, he hath established the world by his wisdom, and hath stretched out the heaven by his understanding. When he uttereth his voice, there is a multitude of waters in the heavens, and he causeth the vapors to ascend from the ends of the earth. He maketh lightnings with rain, and bringeth forth the wind out of his treasures. Okay? Every man is brutish by his knowledge. Every founder is confounded by the graven image. For his molten image is falsehood, and there is no breath in them. They are banded. Well, that's pretty much it.
Yep, Jeremiah 50 and 14 says, put yourselves in array against Babylon round about. All ye that bend the bow, shoot at her.
Yeah, that's what's happening right now. You read that from the top again?
Yep, Jeremiah 50 and 14. Put yourselves in array against Babylon about.
Yeah, put yourselves in array against Babylon. That's what's happening right now. Everybody is positioning themselves to come against America. Go ahead.
All ye that bend the bow, shoot at her. spare no arrows, for she has sinned against Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai.
That's right. So everybody that has nuclear capability, they're going to shoot it over here in America, which is why you go to Revelation.
Yep.
You went on there. That's why it's going to be so many missiles coming, because everybody that has missiles are going to shoot them over here.
Okay.
Right? Because everybody's properly identifying America as the problem.
If I could bring this out real
Oh, yeah,
quick,
go ahead.
Papa Shah. This is Jeremiah 51 and 24. And I will render unto Babylon and to all the inhabitants of Chaldea all their evil that they have done in Zion in your sight, saith the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Behold, I am against thee, O destroying mountain, saith the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh
Yeah, that
Shai.
destroying mountain is talking about Babylon. Obviously, because it goes into it the verse before. And how is America the destroying mountain? Just look at America's track record. Everywhere America goes, it brings death and destruction. Go ahead.
It says, Behold, I am against thee, O destroying mountain, saith the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, which destroyeth all the earth. And I will stretch out my hand upon thee and roll thee down from the rocks and will make thee a burnt mountain.
A burnt mountain by way of what? The nuclear missiles.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You got some more?
That's it.
Yep, Revelation 9:15 says, and the 4 angels were loosed, which were prepared for an hour and a day and a month and a year for to slay the third part of men.
Right. The third part of men is talking about Esau, because you got the sons of the Most High, which is us. All right. The sons of men, which are the other nations, and you got the sons of the wicked, which is Esau. All right. Go ahead.
And my sword shall be bathed in heaven, it shall come down upon thy doom.
Yep.
Right. Right. Because that's really who this destruction is for.
Okay.
Or those are the guests.
Yep,
At the Lord's sacrifice, man. Esau. Go ahead.
Verse 16 says, and the number of the army of the horsemen were 200,000.
Which is 200 million. Go ahead.
And I heard the number of them. It says, and thus I saw the horses in the vision, and them that sat on them having breastplates of fire, and of jacinth, and brimstone.
Fire and brimstone. All right. Talks about that. Oh, it talked about in Isaiah the 13th chapter about how Babylon is going to be like Sodom and Gomorrah. How is Sodom and Gomorrah destroyed?
brimstone.
Fire and brimstone.
Yep.
All right. Because the same elements that were present in the destruction of Sodom and Gomorrah are going to be present here in this destruction, which is what the brother's reading right now. Fire, brimstone, jacinth. Go ahead.
And the heads of the horses were as the heads of lions, and out of their mouths issued fire, and smoke, and brimstone.
Yeah, what is that talking about, man? That's obviously talking about the missiles.
It's not talking about world peace, man.
Right, go ahead.
By these 3 was the third part of men killed, by the fire, and by the smoke, and by the brimstone, which issue out of their mouths. For their power is in their mouth, and in their tails, for their tails were like unto serpents, and had heads, and with them they do hurt.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of hurt, all right, upon America. All right,
Yep,
that's good. All right, cool. Hey, point made. All right, missiles are coming over here. It's only going to get worse before the missiles hit.
Yep.
All right, it's going to be all out hell, chaos, and then the Lord is just going to put the cherry on top, so to speak, which is these 200 million missiles. All right, so hopefully that was edifying. All praise, honor, and glory goes to Yahweh.
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash.
Yeah, and death to America.
Death to America.
All right, shalom.
Shalom.
So long.
Okay, it's a lot.